Welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video we will talk about the 10 things to do in Milan. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for future updates. Milan is an incredible behemoth of a metropolis, with 1.3 million residents in the metropolitan region surrounding central Milan, and 3.2 million in the surrounding area. The region of Milan has had some type of human occupation for thousands of years, with archaeological finds dating back to 222 BC. Milan was, in fact, the capital of the Western Roman Empire at one time. Milan prospered immensely during antiquity, the Middle Ages, and afterwards because of its strategic location on mainland Italy. Despite being ravaged during World War II, the city has rebounded and experienced a massive economic boom, which explains its rapid growth and expansion. Milan today provides a wonderful blend of historical architecture, modern high-rise buildings, and a spice of Italian life. The majestic Duomo Cathedral and the number of high-end fashion boutiques make the city famous. Let's have a look at some of the top things to do in Milan. Number 10. Milan Cathedral. Milan Cathedral is a very massive structure that took over 600 years to create and is known for its exquisite architecture. The cathedral was built in 1386 at the self-named Piazza del Duomo in the heart of Milan, although it was not formally completed until 1965. The front facade of the cathedral is very stunning, with multiple towers, statues, and decor in an Italian Gothic style. The interior is just as ornate, with gorgeous stained glass windows overflowing with color, as well as a fantastic exhibition of artwork and finely detailed statues in between the center columns. This massive structure is the beating heart of Milan, and no visit to the city is complete without passing through its massive doors. Number 9. Church of Santa Maria del Grazie. Although the facade of this church is not particularly well known, it retains a certain beauty and grace. The church was built in 1497, and boasts a Gothic style with red bricks and a massive back basilica. This church is located on the Corso Magenta, on the other side of Milan from the Duomo. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci, one of the world's greatest artistic masterpieces, is housed within the structure. This mural, which has been hailed as a masterpiece, depicts the Last Supper as it is told in the Bible. This work of art has been scrutinized and analyzed for its hidden meanings and content over the years. Come view this incredible work of art and be astounded by the level of detail and significance of this famous representation. Number 8. Grand Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. When you enter the Grand Gallery, you could imagine you're in the lobby of an opera theater or a palace, not a retail mall. But that is exactly what the Galleria is, an expensive and lavish indoor retail complex. It was created by Giuseppe Mengoni and opened in 1877, making it one of the world's oldest commercial malls. The cross-shaped mall is encircled by 4 glass-paneled arms that let in plenty of light, while intricate paneling and stucco artwork adorn the walls and storefronts. The mall is lined with high-end designer stores, like Prada, Versace, and Louis Vuitton. This is not the place to go if you're searching for a deal. Number 7. Castello Sforzesco. This 15th century castle is located in the heart of Milan, and is surrounded by huge grounds and gardens. The original design, which was created in 1370, has been considerably modified and added to, yet it still keeps its elegance and power status. A massive brick wall, adorned with battlements, and framed by a central guard tower, rises in front of the castle. As you enter the center courtyard, you'll observe the massive guard towers, and be astounded by the castle's immense scale. Aside from the castle, there are a number of minor museums, and collections with a variety of interesting items, and historical information about the castle and Milan. Number 6. Pinacoteca di Brera. The Pinacoteca, housed in the Palazzo Brera, is a fine art gallery with a rich collection of Italian art. The palace operated as a convent and a national library, before being converted into a museum in the 19th century. The Marriage of the Virgin by Raphael, Pieta by Bellini, The Last Supper by Rubens, and The Adoration of the Magi by Correggio are among the works in the gallery. The Pinacoteca di Brera is easily accessible, being adjacent to both the Sforzesco Castle and the Piazza del Duomo. Number 5. Sant Ambrogio. St. Ambrose built this historic structure in 379 AD, making it one of Milan's oldest. The style of this church, which has a modest Romanesque design, has not changed much since its construction, and the city of Milan was constructed around it since it acted as a focal point for the local populace. The front facade is framed by 2 enormous towers, and a central courtyard is framed by a series of elegant arches. The interior of the church has some lovely mosaics and artwork, notably the oratory ceiling, and a magnificent image of Christ on one of the domes, due to its age. A visit to this church will provide a fascinating insight into Milan's history and religious significance. The Leonardo da Vinci National Museum of Science and Technology is ranked number 4. Leonardo da Vinci was a legendary genius who was far more than an artist. He was a great visionary, inventor, and scholar. Many of his works, as well as a large collection of other notable scientific and technological exhibits, are housed in a museum named after him. You may expect to see a variety of model automobiles constructed from Da Vinci drawings, reconstructions of his flying machines, and a plethora of his drawings, blueprints, and sketches at one of the world's most renowned museums. Aside from works by the man himself, the museum houses a vast collection of notable scientific inventions and technological breakthroughs that have changed the world. Number 3. Piazza dei Mercanti. The Piazza dei Mercanti, formerly the heart of Milan during the Middle Ages, was a hive of activity, hosting many mercantile operations and trade markets. This square, located between the Piazza del Duomo and the Piazza Corduiso, is within walking distance of Milan's principal attractions. The Palazzo della Ragione, the Palazzo del Scuole Palatine, and the Loggia degli Ossi are among the prominent buildings in the square. There are also some significant statues and monuments here, some of which date back to the Roman era. Number 2. Milan Archaeology Museum. This museum, dedicated to the history of ancient Milan, is quite informative and provides a look into a bygone era. The first portion of the museum, located in the Chiesa di San Maurizio al Monastero Maggiore, describes the history of ancient Mediolanum, while the second part, located in the basement, houses a collection of artwork and sculptures. Various archaeological artifacts, theatrical masks, pottery, and armor are among the many items in the enormous collection. This fascinating museum covers several epochs in Milan's history, including the Middle Ages, Etruscan influences, and ancient Greeks. Number 1. Navigli Canals. The Navigli neighborhood, which is crisscrossed by canals, is another must-see in Milan. It's Milan's most picturesque spot. This system of canals formerly connected the Po to the region's lakes. They were used to move products and provide water to Milan. Leonardo da Vinci, him again, invented the dam and lock system that was used. These canals carried even the marble needed in the construction of the Milan Cathedral. Today, you can visit the Navigli neighborhood, take a leisurely stroll along the canals, and relax on one of the restaurant terraces. The greatest time to visit is towards the end of the day, when the sun is setting. The lights reflected in the canals and the local life beginning in the numerous taverns and restaurants make it a particularly romantic neighborhood, especially in the evening. Click on the link in the description to discover more things to do in Milan. Find recommendations from locals, the best hotels, restaurants, and much more. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.